Hello, good morning to each and everyone. Can you hear me?
Good morning po, sir. Yes po.
Thank you for your presence. So today we'll just continue our discussion. Let us thank God for giving us another day, giving us an opportunity to continue learning. Let us pray that God will provide us enough strength, give us knowledge, so that we will be able to learn everything what we will discuss today. So. Uh, Hope you are fine. Hope everything goes well. Today's will just continue our discussions. Yung mga our midterm exams and other quizzes. If we have still enough time, I can discuss the solution for that. So for the meantime, we will just continue our discussions. Is that okay? So I will just give you the solution. I have not yet received the your midterm exam, but it is coming in my place, the midterm exam. So I will just give you the solution for that. I think next week if we have time. So for the moment, we'll continue our discussion. Otherwise, if you have some clarification, some questions about what we have in the past few uh, meeting natin, I can answer that today. So if none, then we'll just continue our discussions. We are now on well testing. Are there any questions in the past few, especially the midterm exams and the quizzes that we have? If you have questions, you may ask right now. Are there any questions, clarifications? None. So if there are none, or there is no questions about what we have, so let us continue. So thank you. So we are now on well testing. And well testing, do part of the subject in well analysis subject nyo. One subject ito, but itong discuss ko na well testing is just the basic one, yung part lang sa discussion ng well test, so that you may have an idea and information what is well testing. So mayroon tayong mga calculations about well testing, but this is in preparation ninyo doon sa pagdating sa well test analysis. So I think it might be helpful. Although meron siyang na overlap, but what I will be having is yun lang mga basic. So hindi na tayo what I mean is we will not go deeper in the discussion about well test analysis, kasi ang well test analysis marami siyang topic. Okay? So sa well testing, so ang mangyari during well testing, so meaning pag well test in production na yung reservoir natin. So what will happen, lahat ng response or the response of reservoir to a changing productions, anong mga reactions, anong yung response sa reservoir pag bago-baguhin natin yung productions of the reservoir. So paano bago-baguhin ang production reservoir, mayroon siyang control valve na the opening must be controlled. Merong half, 1/4 opening, 1/2 opening, 3/4, and full opening. So iyan ang pagbago-bago ng productions. So ang response ng reservoir, yan ang i-monitor. In most cases, well testing, the reservoir response is measured yung pressure response. So, kung in terms of productions, kung bago-baguhin natin productions, what will be the pressure response? Yun ang mini-measure usually. So, in most cases, the design and the well interpretation of well test, so depende sa objectives ng kuwan natin. Kung anong gusto natin mangyari, anong i-well test natin sa reservoir. So anong gagawin? O what will be the objectives? So sa design and well interpretation of well test is dependent of the objectives. Kung anong objectives, anong gagawin natin, anong i-test natin sa reservoir. Yan ang ikuha natin sa reservoir, sa well test. Depende sa objectives natin kung anong objectives ang i-introduce natin sa reservoir. Usually, ang mga test is or objective is yung reservoir evaluations. So, reservoir management and reservoir description. So diyan natin usually ang mga objectives. Yung evaluate natin yung reservoir, yung production ng reservoir, yung pressure response. So, then, yung paano natin i-manage yung mga reservoir management. So, diyan mag-vary yung what type of test that you will introduce into the reservoir. Kung anong objectives. So, ganun yung kuhan yan. Okay? So, dependent on its objectives. So, in reservoir evaluation, sa reservoir evaluation, to reach decisions, mag-evaluate natin to reach decisions, how best is to produce the given reservoir. So, kung ang test natin in terms of evaluation, ang kailangan natin malaman dito is yung deliverability sa reservoir and the properties, size, yun ang evaluation. So, as I've said, pag sinabing ang objective natin is to evaluate the reservoir, kung ano yan, the decision as how best to produce a given reservoir, we need kung anong kailangan natin para paano ng best ng production ng reservoir, we need to know sa deliverability. So, mag-well test na malaman natin yung deliverability. So, and properties also of the reservoir. Anong mga properties sa reservoir na meron? Yung size po ng reservoir. Okay? So, yan ang first objectives na to conduct well test. So, depende sa objectives natin. As I've said a while ago, mayroon tayong evaluation, mayroon tayong management, mayroon tayong evaluation, management, and description. So, ang description usually i-describe yung reservoir. Paano natin, anong test na gagamitin para ma-describe natin reservoir. So, reservoir evaluation, reservoir management, and we have reservoir descriptions. Yan ang usual na objectives ng reservoir natin. Okay. So, sa reservoir evaluation, so sinabi ko na kanina, yan. To know the reservoir deliverability, properties and size, thus determination of the reservoir conductivity. Yung conductivity, ito yung productivity, yan tawag nito, reservoir conductivity, yung product ng permeability at saka yung thickness. So, initial reservoir pressure and the reservoir limits boundary. So, yan ang gusto nating malaman if you want to evaluate yung reservoir. So, pag description, management rather, or i-monitor natin yung performance ng reservoir at saka condition ng reservoir. Then if we want, our objective is about reservoir description, ang gusto natin malaman dito para malaman natin yung description ng reservoir, we need a well test that will determine yung reservoir description. Ang mga description na we need to know, usually yung rock types, okay? Or to know geological formation hosting oil. So anong mga rock types na nag-host ng oil? Gas and water. So yan ang objectives natin. Different rock types and yung mga stratigraphic interface, faults, barriers, and fluid front. Okay? So, yan ang gawa natin. Okay? So, I think you know why we will be having well testing, well test analysis. So, pag gusto natin malaman yung deliverability ng reservoir, properties and size, iyon ang reservoir evaluation. So we need to conduct well test analysis that could determine the deliverability, properties and size. Okay? And pag management, we need to introduce a well testing that will determine the performance and condition of the reservoir. Pag description, so geological informations. Okay, questions? Merong katanungan kung anong... So anyway, ito siya mga basic information about well testing. So kung meron kayong mga sa well testing ko sa well testing subject, so you will go deep into the well testing analysis subject. Questions? May tanong? Can you hear me?
Yes po, sir. Wala pong question so far.
So, yan ang well testing. Okay, thank you. So, ang unang method na I want to discuss is yung principles of superposition. And principle of superposition. So, itong principle na ito, method that makes use of basic mathematical technique known as principles of superpositions. The principles state that the sum of individual solutions of linear second order differential equation is also solution of the equations. The technique may be applied to the radial diffusivity equations, describing flow in the reservoir under condition use various kinds of well testing procedure. So, ang superposition, apply lang siya sa yung diffusivity equation, yung the reservoir is in radial diffusivity equation describing flow in the reservoir under condition used in various kinds. So, yung diffusivity equations, I will discuss this in detail. Maybe somewhere in a later stage of the well test analysis topic. So, iyan ang diffusivity equation, iyan ang the basic equations for yung production flow rate natin na Q is equal to something like that. Yan ang equations na pinagmulan ng mga equations na yan. Yung diffusivity equations. Okay, so later we'll be discussing this. A simple example is the well interference test. So carried out to determine whether adjacent wells are completed in the same reservoir. If kung mayroong wells na adjacent, you can test whether it is connected or not, or to determine whether a fault lying between adjacent well is sealing or non-sealing, sealing ba or non-sealing ba yung reservoir. So consider a situation in which four adjacent wells are located. So meron akong pakita na sketch. Yan. So we have four wells dito. 1, 2, 3, 4. So mayroong mga radius given, distance between the well tree, both 1, 2, 3, 1, 4 na well. So yan ang scenario. So we'll try to apply yung method ng well interference test. So suppose all four wells are initially shut in. So yung lahat ng wells na ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, i-shut in natin. So for a period so that pressure is stabilized. Well 1 is then open and allowed to flow at a steady rate Q at reservoir barrels per day. Here we allow 1 to produce. While the pressure in well 3 naka-shut in. So, i-monitor natin siya. So, again, well 1 is then open and allowed to flow the steady rate Q, while the pressure in well 3, which is shut in, is monitored. So, i-monitor natin yung flow doon sa... It will be found that the pressure 3 starts to decline. So, kaya naka-shut in may itong 3. So, malaman natin yung pressure niya, yung stabilized pressure. If the pressure at well 3 starts to decline, meaning they are completed in the same reservoir. So nasa parehong reservoir lang sila. With no ceiling fault, walang fault between them. So assuming transient infinite acting condition, so alam na natin, we have defined this infinite acting or transient law. The pressure P in well 3 can be obtained from. So ang pressure ng 3, makuha natin dito sa equation na ito. I think we are familiar already with this equations. We have derived these equations, okay, with EI and the integral, exponential integral. Okay, I think we are familiar with this equations where this diffusivity constant, yung end nano or something like that, equal to this. So diffusivity constant in unit length squared per unit time. I think we are familiar already with equations, okay? Kasi we have derived this constant in field units. So mayroon tayong constant 6.33 times the permeability divided by the porosity, viscosity, and the compressibility of the formations. So, yan ang N. Okay? I think familiar na tayo nito. So, since you're using this equations. Okay, so next slide, the equations dito. So, slides na ito. Naintindihan ba itong slides? Okay? So, ang first boundary ng condition given by Darcy equation, if it is required that there be a constant rate at 12 or Q, where Q is equal to 7.08 times kH, times change of pressure divided by mu, iyan ang production flow rate. Okay? The second boundary is given the fact that the desired solution is for transient period. Yan ang second boundary. Sa second period, For this period, reservoir behave as it is were infinite in size. So, ang radius na natin is infinity. Okay, the mathematical or EI or the exponential integral is defined as EI represented by table. So may table yan siya. We'll be using the table. So transient flow takes flow during the early life. Yung transient flow. Early life or early time ng well. Pero sabi ko kanina, mayroon siyang secant boundary na mag-infinite na the reservoir is the boundary is infinite na siya. So the early life well when the reservoir boundaries is infinite acting, early time radial flow is equivalent to a fully penetrating vertical well. Intermediate time horizontal well will generally be long compared to the formation thickness. So pag horizontal well, horizontal siya, ang formation thickness is generally very long. So late time, if the horizontal length is sufficiently small compared to reservoir size. So ang horizontal well length is sufficiently small compared to reservoir size. Okay, so yan ang equation natin. So may first boundary, ang first boundary, yung early life ng well. So yung early life, yan ang transient flow. Okay, so next slide. An equation natin. Where P sub I is the initial stabilized pressure. Kung yung sinashut in natin siya, ano yung pressure? Both 1, 2, 3, 4. So ano yung stabilized pressure niya? And time is the time measured from the start of oil flow in well 1. If well 2 and 4 are also both into productions, same time with 1, and this both drain the same reservoir as 1, and 3 with no intervening sealing fault, the same procedure can be used to obtain the resulting pressure changes at well 3. It follows that the principle of superposition that changes are additive. Okay, so ito, well interference test may also be used to determine the optimum spacing well. So, paano natin ito ma-determine? Interference test. The method of image will be used to deal with the effect of boundary. Consider, for example, reservoir with well adjacent a sealing fault. Kung mayroong fault, ganito. So, images will be used to deal with the effect of boundary. So, kung mayroong sealing fault. So, I will be having example in this. The pressure at point P due to the productions from the well adjacent to the fault at a distance R sub 1 from P will be given by, ito siya. Okay? So, mayroon siyang dalawang integral exponential. We can solve the pressure at point P. So kung dalawa ang kuha natin, kasi dalawa, itong isang image lang sa well 1 with the same distance from the sealing fault. So take note with that. Kung dalawang well tayo, ito yung isang well that will be observed, itong P. So i-image natin yung well sa sealing fault, the same distance, then get the distance between the P at saka well, yung well na we want to know if using interference test. So P1, the initial pressure in the reservoir, P sub I. This assume uniform. The pressure at P after the well has been produced at 3 Q barrels per day for time T. Okay? So, in addition to its use, calculating the combination effect. The combination of effects due to two or more wells. So the superposition principle is used in cases where different production rates are employed for successive period of single well. So pwede rin nating gamitin. Kagaya na kanina na 4 na wells, shot in yung well 3, pwedeng different productions yung mga well 1, well 2, at saka well 4. That's what we have. So the 3 most common type of test used are single rate drawdown test, pressure build-up test. So as I've said, hindi na tayong aabot, I think, sa dito sa kuwan. We'll be only discussing hanggang pressure build-up test lang. As I've said, you will be having this in your well test analysis subject. So single rate drawdown test at saka pressure build-up test, but we'll be having also some discussion about multi-rate drawdown test. Okay, so example to this. So may example tayo nito. Are you still listening? Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, thank you. For example, so for the wells layout shown, they are grammatically, meron tayong given yung mga properties. We have 1, 2, 4, 5. The 5 wells were shot in hanggang mag-stabilize, and well 1, 2, 4, and 5 were produced at different production siya. Okay, 265, 270, 287, and 260 stock ng barrel respectively. So ito yung using interference test. So ito yung scenario ng well natin. We have well 1, well 2, well 3, well 4, well 5. So we want to know the connectivity between these wells. Ang instructions, i-shut in siya hanggang na-stabilize ang pressure. So I think mayroong stabilized pressure dito. Walang stabilized pressure, but we are going to determine the pressure drop that will occur in well 3. So pressure drop between 1, 3, 3, 5, 3, 2, at saka 3, 4. For 10 days. After 10 days. Well 3 is remain, ito siya well 3. Naka-shut in siya. So, what will be the pressure drop after 10 days productions? Okay, so using yung pa natin, equation that we have in our previous slides, gamitan natin. Yan. Since change of pressure ang hinahanap, so ito i-transpose lang natin. Yun. So meron na tayong pressure drop. Okay? Since the pressure drop is the requirements of the problem, what you will do is substitute lang natin. Okay? Meron naman tayong diffusivity constant N. Given ang permeability, given naman ang porosity, and viscosity also given. Then, ang compressibility of the formation is also given. Then diffusivity constant is equal to this. So, as I've said, always that try to recalculate the value. So, try to recalculate whether the answer is correct. No. So, yan ang diffusivity constant natin. So, change of pressure 1, that is 1 at saka 3. So, ang Q natin, for that, we produce well 1, given yan at 265. Okay? I think viscosity, given na yan. Permeability is also given. Okay. While itong 1.5 itong 1.5 yan, ito yung B sub of oil permeable factor. Minultiply lang natin dito para maging reservoir barrel. Given din ito. Okay? This diffusivity constant given din siya, which is 4, which is 12. So, yeah. Okay? Ang radius natin is 1,700. Yan. So, ang pressure drop at 1 and 3. Okay, so we have 4.78. Ito siya, 4.78 yan. Then, itong value na ito is negative 0.163. Okay? But we need to get the equivalent of exponential integral to this from table or from chart. Later on, I will show that on how you will you can obtain the value natin yan. So, ang equivalent nitong value from table is 1.4. Ito 1.4, yan, by interpolation. So, since there is no equivalent value of 0.163, by interpolation yan siya. Okay? Then we have the pressure drop at 1 at saka 3 is 6.9. So I will give you an idea on oh, how to obtain 1.44. So where that value came from, yung 1.44. Okay, questions? So yung 1.44, galing yan dito sa table. We will be having this table sa exam or any assessment. So we have 144. So ang kuha natin, we have negative 0.163. So you can observe that yung kuhan, 0.163, nandito banda. 0.1. 160. Okay, so what you will do is to interpolate lang siya kasi there's no exact value of 0.163. So I think try to recalculate kung tama ba itong 0.613, 0.1613 yan. Kasi ang calculation ko is nasa 144. Nandito banda. So I might be wrong with this. But so that will be in between, I think baka maaaring 1163 ito siya. So nandito banda. So what you will do is just interpolate this mga value, then you will arrive yung 1.44. So that's the how to get the value. So integral exponential of 0.163 is equivalent to 144. So that's it. So interpolate lang natin yan siya. So that we could get the value of x. Or kung dito sa chart natin, pwede rin siyang makuha sa chart. So at 0.116 something, nandito siguro siya. Dito. Okay? 0.116 yan. So ito yung 1.4. Yan. So makuha natin yung 144. 1.618. So So, I think 1.16 is between 1.163 between dito part na ito. Yan. Then, by interpolation, I think you know how to interpolate. So, madali lang yan siya i-interpolate. So, next one, yung change pressure drop between 2 at saka 3 naman. Okay? So, ang kalabasan niyan, still 4.87 yan. But ang integral of exponential integral is 0.08. So, by interpolation again, makita natin ang kuhan niya value ng integral exponential is 1.197. So, pwede din nating balikan yung kuhan table natin. So 0.208 yan, 0.208 ito yung 0.208.2. So, nandito ba na yung 0.208? Yan. So, ito, integrate na lang natin to. Yan. Interpolate between 1 at saka 1.1. Okay. So, maaring ang pag-interpolate niyan, paano interpolate? So, 1, itong 0.2 2198938, which is this one. Then x is equal to yung value kanina 0.208, tapos to 1.1, at saka 0.18599. So interpolation. So, alam na niyo mag-interpolate. Yan. So, x minus this, para bang, kung x minus 1.01, tapos 1 minus 1.1 is equal to, yan, this one minus this, ito minus ito, then solve for x. Then, ang gagawin mo, add x dito sa isang variable. Then you can get you can solve yung value kanina, which is 0.208. I think you know how to interpolate. Is that right? Interpolations? Iba din yung extrapolations?
Yes po, sir. Marunong naman po mag-interpolate. Pero nahihirapan po kunin po yung 1.44. Ang nalabas po sa akin ay 1.1833.
Because I think there's something wrong with the value ng yung 0.61693 ba yun? I think there's a need to recalculate the value. But ganun lang yan. Ganun lang yung interpolation. But I think there's must be wrong with the interpolations. Okay? Mr. Aaron?
Yes po, sir. Okay na po.
And this is 0.208. Interpolate na natin. Take note that ang extrapolation is different from interpolations. So another one, we have 5.8. Yung kanina, yung value sa pressure drop between 1 and 3. Then, yung naman, between 4 and 3. Okay? Again, ang gagawin, nagbago yung nito kasi iba-iba yung production flow rate bawat wells. So, kita nyo, nag-iba naman yung value dito because the production flow rate is nagbago. So we have 1.197. So by interpolation again, pwede natin makuha yung value ng equivalent dito is 1.24. Okay? So ganun pa rin. We have 6.4 PSI. Then, sa 5 naman, 5 at saka 3, bago naman yung Q natin. Yan. So, bago din dito. Okay, we have 0.161. So, sa 0.161, 146, ito, by interpolations. Okay, sa table. So, again, we have 6.8. So, ang gagawin dito, ang total pressure drop sa whole reservoir is equal to the sum ng apat. So, we have 25.9. Questions? Merong tanong?
Wala po ata, sir.
Ganun lang. Ganun lang yung sistema. Ang pag-calculate using interference test by superpositions. So, differential equations. So, if done, another example. Ito yung may example is yung may ceiling fault. So, yan, the sketch shows the location of the wells adjacent to ceiling fault. So, may ceiling fault siya. Yan. So, the reservoir has been shut in for a period. Well 1 is then open and produced at 80 stacked barrels. Well 2 remains closed. Itong well 2, what is the pressure drop in well 2 after well 1 has been flowing for 5 days? So, ang distance natin, supposing ang X natin is 750. Supposing ito ay 750. Supposing 250, ano yung pressure drop? So, mayroon tayong mga properties ng fluid, properties ng reservoir, given properties. So, ano yung pressure drop? By image method, di ba? Yung illustration natin kanina, ang gagawin yan, mag-image ka lang, the same distance, kabilaan lang ganito. Yan. Then, kunin mo lang yung mga distance. Dito. Yan ang radius. Okay? So that you could be able to get the pressure drop. Okay, so again. Yan. So, ginawa na lang natin ng image kung may ceiling fault. Okay? So, ano yung pressure drop at point 2? Okay, the method of images, X for 750, ang R sub 1 natin, okay, is equal to 1,200, Pythagorean theorem, diba? Since ito ay 1,000, ang X is, sumisilit, ganito yan. Sige. So, ang X ay 750. (1,000 minus 750). Yan ang R sub 1. Okay, ito ang R sub 1. Okay. So, 1,000, ito ay 1,000 minus 750. That's why we have this value. Okay, we have 1,225. So, R sub 2 naman. So, 1,200. So, we need naman ito. Ito naman, total yan. Which is 1,000 plus 700. 1,000 plus 750. So, itong 1,000 plus ito. So, yan ang radius 2, which is equivalent to 2,121.9. So, for X is equal to 250, ang radius naman niya, given. So, ganun din. So, dalawang scenario. Okay? So, then, gamitan na natin dito as we have discussed in the previous slides. Yeah. Substitute lang natin yung mga value. Solve for diffusibility constant. Yeah. Solve natin. Or simplify this. Solve for calculate the change pressure to diffusibility constant can be calculated para hindi na siya masyadong mataas yung given dito sa equation natin. I-substitute na. Then after substitution, calculate. Okay? So different regions yan, but the same properties lang siya. Same properties of the reservoir. So yan ang ito yung kalabasan ng kan. Yan. This is the E sub EI X, negative X. Yeah. E sub EI negative X. Yeah. And then from chart or table, makuha natin equivalent dito. So, ang equivalent yan, ano? Yes. So, from table, by interpolations, you will obtain this value. Also, the other one, 1.22, you will obtain this value. Then, substitute na natin, then we can solve that the pressure drop of 0.2 is 4.842 PSI. Then, yung for 250, ang X yan, ganun din ang proseso. This is for 250X. Same procedure, same properties, but only the X or radius is 250. Questions? Then refer to a table. We'll refer to this table, then we can get the equivalent for this in 4.7 pressure drop. So, questions? Are there any questions? May tanong?
Wala naman po, sir.
So, if there are no questions, then ito na lang. Okay, so meron naman tayong coursework number 2. Itong coursework number 2 natin. Yan, ito instructions. You may have a digital cover page from the coursework. From that, you may have a digital page of or cover page. Aside from that, the coursework should be strictly handwritten. Encouraging to work independently but permitted discuss problems with classmates. So, ang total points dito, ang total points sa lahat ng coursework is 50. So, 20 sa 20, of course 25 ito sa well testing and 25 also sa unsteady radial flow topic. So, but itong presentation, it must be presented, ang handwritten natin must not be in rush mode kasi I will deduct that. Not only 5 points and deductions for but dito, ginawa ko lang 5 points, but yung madalian na trabaho just to sa due date. So, it will not only be 5 points and deduction. Yeah. So, arrange your coursework in accordance to topic, will testing, and steady radial flow. So, as I've said, hindi lang 5 points and deductions sa coursework na being done rashly or being done not in good not in good format, or not in good, or not presented neatly. Okay. Make the presentation of the coursework as neat and organized as possible. You must have to show illustrations, schematic diagram of the problems needed. For computer-aided solution, mga plots and tables can be copied. You are allowed to copy that, but hindi yung digital, but in handwritten. Write the complete equation encoded in the computer example Excel applications. So the report should be bound with informations, name, course, and section, date. Upload in PDF with your full name. So it must be one file. Kasi minsan ang daming file, it must be submitted in one file only, in PDF form. So again, yung report, mayroong pangalan in every page. Place in the upper right. Type should be bound with the placing the poorly. So, what about the what about this guidelines natin, general instructions? Ang pangalan should be always present in every page of the answer sheet. Sometimes ang handwritten is different from the handwritten of the name. So name should be always placed in every sheet of the bond paper. Is that okay? Can you hear me?
Yes po, sir.
Kasi I observe na iba-iba na yung kuan, iba-iba yung mga handwritings na different from the handwriting when you're writing your name. So there are others submitting only works for the other students submitting or submitting what was done by your classmates, something like that. Then when I traced the handwritten before and tsaka na yung mga handwritten sa submission is different. That's why I'm asking, sometimes that this is your handwriting, which is different from the you submitted in previous assessment, something like that. So be careful with that. I can find that sometimes handwritten is different from the your handwriting. Okay, so ito yung kuha natin. Ito yung yan, problem number 1. I want you to start working with this. Are you done with the slides?
Yes po, sir.
Number 2, ito.
Okay na din po, sir.
Again, so we will break. Then by 1 o'clock we'll meet again. So that we will not be short in our discussions. So mga 1 hour this afternoon, I think we can cover mga ilang topics. So, okay, so see you this afternoon. So before we leave, we will check attendance. We will check the attendance by opening your camera. Please open your camera so that we could have the attendance. Okay, so see you this afternoon. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your attentions. God bless us. I'll see you this afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Thank you po, sir.
Welcome.